What's up? What's going on? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a new pick a card reading for you guys, but before we hop into it, I want to quickly mention that I just launched some new bracelets on my shop. I rarely mention these in videos, but I did want to quickly mention these because I'm very excited about them. There's 3 new ones. You can also buy them in a set for a cheaper price, or you can get them individually as well. But over here we have some purple sea sediment. This one is very gorgeous. It's great for color therapy. This one over here is aquamarine. You can read all about what aquamarine does on the shop. And then there's also this Madagascar rose quartz that has the mineral rutile inside of the quartz. And essentially what rutile does is it causes a star-like effect when you shine a bright light into the beads. Some of the beads will have like this like glowy star that you can see. It's usually a 6-point star. Very beautiful, and it just enhances the effects of the rose quartz, and it's just a very high quality rose quartz. So you can get these 3 different bracelets on the shop, or you can get the whole entire set, and I hand make them all myself, so definitely go check them out if you guys are interested. There'll be a link down below in the description and also in the comment box if you guys are interested. Anyway, if you guys are here for this pick a card reading, which I'm sure all of you guys clicked on this video for the pick a card reading, this one is all about your hidden natural talents. Ones that you need to know about, ones that are going to really excel you into your future, ones that, you know, if you waken up to and awaken to them, hopefully they will help you out on your life's purpose, your life's mission, your life's path, and will help you connect better with yourself and your own natural, unique gifts and talents. So that is going to be today's video. If you guys are stoked about it, then definitely keep on watching. But if you guys are new to pick a card readings, I'm going to give you guys a quick little rundown of how they work. So over here we have pile number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you can take a moment, pause the video if you'd like to find the pile that you're the most drawn towards. Then once you're done choosing your pile, you can scroll down to the comment box or the description box to find the timestamp that's linked to your specific cards. Then you can skip ahead and watch your personal reading. If you guys like to choose with crystals below the cards, I'm going to pop some crystals on there right now. All right, so if you guys like to choose with crystals, here are our crystal options. Over here we have some blue chalcedony, then over here is fuchsite, then we have some shungite, then over here we have some charoite, and then over here some ocean jasper. So take a moment, pause the video if you'd like to find the pile that you're the most drawn to, and then once you're done choosing your pile, you can scroll down to the comment box or the description box to find that timestamp that's linked to your specific card, and then you can skip ahead and watch your personal reading. So without further ado, let's hop right into today's video. All right, so pile number 1, if you guys chose this pile, this is going to be your tarot reading for all of your natural talents and hidden gifts that you guys should know about. So let's hop right into it. Wow, so pile number 1, if you guys chose this pile, this is what we start off with. I do want to mention, yes, these cards are reversed, but the reason why they're reversed right now is most likely because you have not yet awakened the talents that we're about to talk about in this video. You have not yet realized them, or if you have, you haven't developed them to their fullness yet. There's still so much potential ready to be unlocked. This is why the cards are upside down for you guys in this reading. But we start off here with the Awakening card being reversed, then we have the 9 of Swords being reversed, then we have the 2 of Wands being reversed, and then we have the Strength card being reversed. So the first immediate things that I'm feeling from this pile is that you guys are natural astral travelers, astral projectors. If you guys don't know what that is, definitely do a Google search. There's lots of information out there. And you guys were probably even like someone who did some shamanic journeying in past lives and stuff like that, because 9 of Swords being reversed is definitely like a lot can happen for you in deep meditation and in deep sleep. You'll awaken so many of your talents through that, and you'll awaken a lot of your creativity as well. And you guys have a very strong spirit. This Strength card, when it's reversed, the Strength card when it's upright kind of signifies like a very physical strength, lots of physical strength. But when it's reversed, it gives me more of the notion that you guys have a very strong spirit. Like your soul is very wise. You have a soul that's very powerful. And I think that your soul is very powerful because you're someone who naturally has the talent for astral projection and shamanic journeying and doing stuff more in the 4th, 5th, 5D kind of dimensions, but in the dream state, in the subconscious. So you guys are very powerful with that. You probably have quite a bit of psychic abilities that you guys are unaware of. So definitely also keep that in mind. This awakening card, when it's upside down, definitely also kind of signifies to me that you haven't really fully tapped into your ultimate potential yet. You might have even tapped into a few of these gifts already. Maybe you're even quite good at them already, or maybe you haven't even tapped into them at all. But either way, there is still so much to unlock here when we have the awakening card being reversed. So I feel like you guys will be going through a spiritual awakening in your lifetime at some point, if you guys haven't been through one yet, and it's going to awaken a lot for you. So I also do feel like, you know, especially because the awake card, it's upside down, which means you're asleep. I feel like you guys have a lot of natural talents in your sleep. If you guys have ever heard of like lucid dreaming, like awakening your talents through lucid dreaming, you guys should definitely look into it. I have a video on lucid dreaming, and it touches a little bit on that subject of being able to lucid dream, which is essentially when you realize that you're dreaming inside of a dream, and then you can keep dreaming, and then you can control the dream and do a bunch of things. You can do highly creative things there. You can also, you know, start to paint art, and because the dream state, we're less limited in the dream state, you're able to come across ideas that you've never even touched on before. You're able to realize things. You're able to tap into a creativity that is more limited in the real world, because in the real world, you know, we feel like we have limitations. We're raised to believe that we have limitations, but in the dream state, you know, we can fly, we can do this, we can do that, we can morph things instantly. And so our creativity in the dream state tends to be a lot more heightened. And so even if you want to paint art while in the dream state, you'll paint art that you couldn't even fathom in the waking state. And this is, a lot of artists have actually, you know, had dreams where they're painting something and they find it so fascinating and wild that right when they wake up, they write it down so that they don't forget, and then they begin to paint it. And there's also musicians that have done this before, where they're in a dream state and they start to hear a song and they start to play a song, and they'll get lyrics in their head, and they're the most beautiful lyrics ever, and they'll wake up immediately and just have to write it down, stuff like that. So I do feel like you guys have this natural talent, especially when you're relaxed. I feel like most of your creativity comes to you when you're in a relaxed state or when you're alone. Also a lot when you are gonna be, if you guys meditate, a lot of your creativity is going to come when you meditate. Also, a lot of creativity is going to come to you when you're sleeping. So that's your most highly creative time. I know it almost sounds unproductive, because how much can we do while we're sleeping? You know what I mean? But sleep can actually be productive. It can be very productive if you know how to use it. So highly recommend watching my lucid dream video if you guys haven't yet and you guys are listening to this, because you guys definitely, based on the pile that you chose, a lot of your creativity comes from the sleep state. So definitely keep that in mind. I also feel like, yeah, once you guys let go of anxiety, because over here we have the 9 of Swords. Anytime we have the 9 of Swords coming up, you guys might be somebody who's highly sensitive. And what I mean by that is you're someone who's probably very empathic, and you might be a little bit more of an introvert because you're very sensitive to other things around you. You're somebody who might get a lot of anxiety. You're somebody who might get a lack of sleep and have insomnia. But it's funny, because you're actually going to awaken more of your abilities the more that you can relax, and the more that you can get sleep, and the more you can let go of your anxiety. I also feel like the reason why a lot of people have anxiety is because they're highly creative. Most of the people that I know that have a lot of anxiety or are very introverted and tend to be very sensitive is because they themselves have so much energy within, but it doesn't yet have a channel where you guys can channel that energy to. Like, you know, people that are really active in their day, or they're just highly creative and they're constantly doing things, their anxiety tends to go away because now they have somewhere to channel all of that excessive energy. You guys might not have realized how to do that yet, or maybe you haven't come across something that you're that excited about yet, so you don't really know how to channel that energy, and currently it's building up and causing more anxiety, or you guys might have dealt with it in the past but finally realized how to deal with it. But either way, you guys are somebody who deals or has dealt with a lot of anxiety and stress in the past, but it's just because you guys need a way to channel that. And then also with the 2 of Wands being reversed over here, this also kind of signifies astral travel, especially when it's next to the 9 of Swords. This is like very sleep state, being able to astral travel, go to different realms, explore different realms. I feel like you might be somebody who is who likes fantasy. And so anytime that you read a book or watch something, you tend to be possibly more interested in fantasy, or at least something that is of a different culture. It might not necessarily be fantasy like superheroes or something, although you might be attracted to that, but this also signifies like different cultures. So you might be at least interested in something that is a different culture than you. So one of your natural talents is actually you're very adaptable. You're very adaptable to other cultures, you're very adaptable to other things, to other people, and you tend to get along with anybody as long as you are able to open up around them, because you tend to be quite shy and reserved, but you also do get along with everybody because I feel like you understand people and you're able to awaken different parts of your personality around different people and stuff like that. And then, yeah, with the strength being reversed, I do feel like you have this very powerful spirit, and you're very strong in spirit. Very, very, very strong in spirit. So one of your natural talents is that you have a ton of energy. This card also signifies that you have a ton of energy, but it just might not be channeled in the right way yet, in a productive way, especially if you still get anxiety. That just means you have that excess energy that's not being channeled in a correct way necessarily. I also feel like with this card you have a natural ability to help calm people down. And so if you have a friend that's like really anxious about something, or you have a friend that's, very sad about something or very worried about something, you're very good at calming people down. You have a very calming energy about you, and it's a very healing energy. So definitely keep that in mind as well when we have the strength being reversed. You have this innate ability to just calm people down, and I feel like it's because you have gotten so good at dealing with your own stress and your own stuff that when you see somebody else going through something, you're very able to help calm them and stuff like that. The next few cards that we have the ninth house of faith. This is ruled by Sagittarius. And then we also have Saturn of truth. This is ruled by Aquarius and Capricorn. And then we also have Venus of love. So with these cards, let me see where I can put this that you guys can still see it in the camera. All right, so with the ninth house of faith, you guys are very good philosophers. You're natural philosophers. I feel like you guys can look at the world and you see where the problems are, and you're very quick to feel out solutions. And you can almost see solutions for other people as well. So even if you have a friend that's going through a problem, I feel like you're someone who has this great ability to problem solve very quickly, because you reflect a lot about life. You've reflected so much about your own. You've probably gone through a lot as a young person already, or as you were young. It doesn't matter what age you're watching this, but from a young age you had to mature pretty quickly, and because of that you have a lot of wisdom. You're someone who's very, very wise for their age and very mature for their age. And so with this, you tend to also be, fun and spontaneous, especially when you get that side like pushed out of you. But with this ninth house, again, you guys are very good at, philosophy. You're very good at problem solving. You're very good at that kind of stuff. And then also, this does also indicate astral traveling, because the ninth house Sagittarius does also touch on travel as well. And then we do have, I'm going to move to Saturn first before we move on to the breast. But Saturn, the word truth is sticking out to me in this. So I do feel like you guys are very sensitive to know when people are lying or telling the truth. Usually empathic, sensitive people are very good at that anyway, but you're very good at telling what people are actually thinking beyond the surface, beyond what they're actually saying in their words. You're very good at feeling into whether they are just saying that because they're trying to please you, or whether they actually mean something, or whether they're lying about something. You're very good at feeling into this. Although I do want to say there are some insecurities that you might still have, especially if you're not channeling your anxiety in a productive way yet, that you tend to actually probably feel things at a higher heightened level than they actually are. So even if somebody does say something and say that they're just saying something just to sugarcoat something or whatever, you tend to feel it deeper than it actually is. And so even if they are lying about something or whatever, you will actually feel it deeper. But because of that, you're very sure of your feelings when they do come. But they might not be as deep as what you might feel, but you do feel very deeply, and it's probably one of those factors that keeps you up at night and makes you have insomnia on certain nights, especially when you're feeling very sensitive to those things, or you've picked up on a lot of those things during the day. Saturn also deals with certain barriers, certain like institutions, things like that. Again, I do feel like you guys are very adaptable. You're very aware of the rules of people. You're very aware of people's boundaries. And so you tend to be an observer, and you're very good at observing people. You're very good at looking at them and seeing where their problems are. You're very good at tapping into how they think, feel, and act. You're very good at observing behaviors of people and very good at understanding who they are very quickly. It does take you a while to open up to people, but you're very good at observing people off the bat very quickly. Then we do also have Venus of Love. So I do feel like with the Venus card, you guys have a natural, like, alluring sense to you. People are very drawn to you. People are very intrigued by you. You have this mysterious quality, and it also really entices people. Whether you know it or not, you're actually very attractive to people when we have Venus coming up, and you also have an ability to love very deeply. And so another one of your talents is to be able to accept people for who they are, which is a very beautiful thing. And also people are just very drawn to you. So our next two cards that we have over here, ooh, we have Lightbringer and we have Peace. Ooh, I love these cards coming up. Okay, so with this Lightbringer card, if you guys have ever heard of the term Lightworker before, you're definitely a Lightworker when we have these two coming up. We also have this dualistic quality over here where we have the dark and the light. So you guys, you're definitely Lightworkers when we have this coming up. So if you guys have ever heard of that term before, definitely go Google it to read more about it if you guys have not. But essentially, you are like a starseed that is here to heighten the consciousness of our world. You're here to, really, bring light, bring peace, bring joy, bring abundance towards people, and you're really here to help people. So your divine purpose is here to help people, and you are like a divine light. This is why you're very quickly able to problem solve for other people, and you're very good at, accepting other people. People are intrigued by you. You are like a starseed light worker. You are a light bringer. You bring light to situations. You're very good at seeing the truth, the hidden realms, in the hidden places that, some people might be confused by. You're very good at seeing into things and really feeling them out. And then with this Peace card over here, you are very good at, again, that problem solving and trying to meet and marry both ends, two things that shouldn't belong together. You're very good at making it work out and being that bridge in between them that says, no, you know what? I know exactly how to mend this. I know exactly how to fix this. Very good at problem solving. You guys might actually be so expert at problem solving other people's problems that you might tend to put off some of your own stuff. I know a lot of people that are light workers tend to put off their own problems and solving their own problems in order to help the collective, in order to help other people, because that's what they feel the most connected to. That's their divine purpose. And so you might notice in your own life might be a disarray, but you really do help other people. But the key here is to actually balance your own as well as other people as well. So that's one thing that you might have to learn in your lifetime. And our next two cards that we have over here is Destiny and Passion. So I do feel like one thing that you guys are gonna have to learn in this lifetime is how to marry your destiny and your passion. So one of your key talents is gonna be somebody who actually lives their dream, somebody who does their passion for a living, So I do feel like that's something that you guys are gonna be doing in this lifetime, is like figuring out what your passion is and actually doing that for your work. I also feel like you guys are highly passionate people, again, very creative. I feel like you have this intense creative side to you, and 11 over here, that's a master number. So I do, and then we have, I believe this says 33 on it. Does that say 33? That says 33. So we have a lot of angel numbers happening over here. This is exciting. So 33 and 11. Okay, we're gonna start with 11. 11 over here is a master number. It's like two different ones. You guys are like a pioneer. You're really, you have like really seeked out how to be original. You want to be comfortable being original, being different. And also the one and the one equal a two together. And so this is sort of an energy of duality. You understand the duality of the universe. You've kind of like, this is like a very heightened awareness type of number. And so you're going to have a lot that you go through in this lifetime, a lot that you're going to have to overcome, a lot that you're going to have to deal with. But the point of this is to always come back to your passion and to realize what things you're actually truly passionate about and how you can use that in your destiny. And so Destiny over here, you're somebody that is in this lifetime to fulfill a bigger purpose. And so one of your natural, I guess, talents or gifts is that you came to this world to fulfill a big purpose. And so this is why you have certain natural talents and gifts. And our last three cards I'm very excited about, in fact, because we have Magic is the first one that comes up, and it is also a number 33. So we have 33 and 33. This is also kind of another master number, but threes deal with, again, kind of like the collective energy, a very Venus energy, marrying, bridging two different sides. enjoyment. So you're really meant to enjoy yourself this lifetime. I know you guys have probably been through some like pretty harder stuff in the beginning, but you're really here to like lighten up the magic of the world, to be that light bringer, to bring in lots of magic, to bring in lots of like really good feeling energy into this planet, and to really help people. Ooh, and then we have the sorcerer. You guys might be really into magic, and so I was picking up on a bit of like esoteric sort of ritualistic type of talents over here earlier, and the sorcerer just lets me know that that's definitely on the right path. You guys definitely have a lot of magic within you. You're probably drawn to learning more about magic. As I was picking up on like fantasy type of stuff, you guys might have been really drawn to fantasy as a younger person, but the reason why is because you are a light bringer from probably a planet that deals a lot with magic and is a planet of magic. And so you guys might actually be masters of magic on a different planet, but of course on this planet we have a bit less magic than other planets do, but we also have a very strong magic of our own. And so I do feel like you guys might be very attracted to learning a little bit more about magic, a bit more of that kind of stuff. So if you guys are, you're definitely on the right path there. And then we also have wind as our last card. This is an air sign, so this, of course, I mean, wind is definitely the air, but you guys are very good at picking up communication. I feel like you guys are quite telepathic when we have this card, so another one of your talents is definitely to be telepathic. You're very good at picking up on subtle cues from body language or subtle cues in nature. I feel like you guys are very connected to nature, so if you guys are interested in sort of like, you know, the magic of the world, law of attraction, rituals, maybe spells or something like that, definitely pursue that a little bit further, because again, we do have magic and sorcerer, so those are very two powerful cards that marry each other very, very, very well. And so marrying all of this together and being that light bringer is going to really help bring you to your destiny. And so these are your natural hidden talents that you guys might not have known that you had. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a really big thumbs up for me. Hit that subscribe button down below if you have not already. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. All right, so group number 2, if you guys chose this pile, this is going to be your reading all about your natural hidden talents that you guys should know about. So let's hop right into it. All right, so pile number 2, this is what we start off for you guys. We have the 4 of Wands, then we have the Knight of Cups, then we have the 10 of Swords being reversed, then we also have the 5 of Swords being reversed. So what does all of this mean? Immediately from the Knight of Cups and the 10 of Swords being reversed, I'm really getting that you guys are natural healers. Oh my gosh. You comfort people so well. You might even work in an industry where you do like to heal people in some sort of way. So or at least you're drawn to those types of careers, or you have a passion for that, or you're just naturally really good at that, but you maybe, I don't know. I feel like most of you guys watching this will end up working in a career where you're really helping people and healing people in some type of way, because that is just a really prominent thing happening in this pile, so definitely keep that in mind. Even if you guys don't end up working in an industry like that, somehow you're really helping heal people. Even if you write song lyrics for a living or something like that, somehow it's like really healing people. Really feel like you are like curing people's wounds, you know, helping people take away like pain, helping people relieve pain. So you could even be a doctor or a Reiki master, or you know, anything that kind of really soothes or relieves people. You could even work at a spa, because that's also soothing and relieving. But I do feel like naturally you guys' hidden talents outside of what you guys are going to do as an occupation is you naturally have this ability to really heal people. And so if you have a few friends in your life, whenever they seem to be going through problems, I feel like they really like to turn to you to really talk about things and vent things, and they somehow always feel very comfortable telling you things. You're very calming, and you have a very healing energy, and they just feel better being around you, or at least talking to you, or anything of the sort. They always feel better from that. You tend to really energize people, and so I do feel like people really enjoy being around you, although I tend to get the vibe that you guys can only take people in certain increments, and yeah, you tend to be a little bit more protective of your energy, whether you're aware of it or not. But I do feel like you have a lot to give, and you enjoy giving to people, and you love seeing people, but I also feel like you have this love of also being alone. You love both of them. You really do love both of them, but you really enjoy being around people that you really enjoy, or the people that kind of need you. I'm also getting that you guys might even be a Virgo, some of you guys watching this, or a water sign, but I got Virgo in my head right away for a lot of you, or you might have a lot of Virgo in your astrology chart. So getting a bit of those vibes, or a water sign like Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio as well, could be a very major possibility because of the fact that we do have the Cup card coming up. So those are possibilities. I know we also do have like the air signs over here and the fire signs, but mostly I'm really getting Virgo or water signs for most of you guys that are watching this right now. Moving on to the Four of Wands, which I know is the first card. So moving back to that card first. So this card is all about foundations. I feel like you really bring safety and security to people. People feel very comfortable around you. You tend to make people feel like everything's okay. When everything's falling apart in life, you tend to have this optimism that people are just very drawn to, or you just tend to have a very comforting type of presence that people are just like, wow, I love being around you. I feel so good. You know, you tend to really calm people down. I also get that you guys are quite psychic with the Knight of Cups being over here. So, yeah, with these two, you tend to have this really nice foundation that people just feel so safe around. And you are also very aware. And you're very sensitive. The Knight of Cups, you haven't fully tapped into these abilities yet because it's not yet the King of Cups. But the Knight is still very sensitive. I feel like you still have a lot to learn and a lot to go in terms of like psychic abilities and learning them, but you guys are quite psychic. And so you might notice that you get psychic dreams, or you notice a lot of signs and synchronicities around you. So like, for example, when you're driving, you might notice a bunch of like repeating numbers or different signs and synchronicities that happen, different coincidences that happen that kind of guide you along. You're very aware of those different types of things. Also, you're very good at picking up on people's emotions as well, and I feel like that's why people feel very comfortable around you, is because I feel like you really understand people on a very deep level, and you tend to have a very healing energy that just really calms people down quite nicely. Then with the Five of Swords being reversed, again, you make people feel really safe. You have this way of people just automatically trust you, so you have this talent to really easily gain people's trust, but not in a manipulative way. I mean, unless you guys end up using it for that, but I feel like most of you guys watching this, you're sensitive enough to know that that's like a wrong thing to do, but people do trust you right away. And I think the reason why they trust you right away is because you give them safety and security. You make them feel very, very good. And I feel like you are a person of your word, and so you have a really natural talent of gaining people's trust very easily. The next three cards that we have for you guys over here is Aries, I am. And then we also have the 7th house, partners. This is ruled by Libra. Then we also have Moon, soul. This is ruled by Cancer. All right, so with these cards, with the Aries I am card, I feel like you guys, you're very easily able to make decisions. You're very quick on making decisions because you know what the right choice is very quickly. You have a natural talent of, you're quite safe and secure in who you are. I feel like you know yourself quite well. Whether or not you fully figured yourself out, I do feel like you're very sure of the things that you do know about. You're very, very solid and sure in them. So with the Four of Wands and Aries, it's really telling me that you guys have this like really solid security about your guys' selves. Whether you realize it or not, you're actually very, you're very reliable. You're a very reliable person. And then with the 7th house over here of partners, I also feel like you guys are very good at communicating with others. Again, you have this natural gift of being able to be around people and really help make them feel safe, make them feel secure, and make things feel very fair all of the time, because Libra also is the scales, it's the justice system. You tend to be really fair, and people really trust you because of that. You're really good at making decisions and seeing how to balance things out, where the scales are tipped. You're very good at, if somebody does something nice for you, you're very good at always, giving in return, and you're very good at seeing where fairness lies. Then we also do have the Moon of Soul. You guys are very connected to your emotions. Again, this is also a very psychic card. So you guys do have very, a lot of natural psychic abilities. So the Knight of Cups over here with the Moon of Soul, I do feel like you still have a lot to tap into in terms of your psychic abilities. I do feel like your dreams might talk to you quite a bit with this card, but again, very healing. This is also like a very comforting card again, because it is ruled by Cancer, and so it's very like Four of Wands and the Moon go hand in hand with their ability to feel very comfortable. You're able to really make other people feel at ease. I feel like people have a really easy time opening up to you because you have a very easy energy about you. The next two cards that we have over here is Courage and Emotions. So with courage, I do feel like you guys are very stern. Courage is very Aries-like. So we have a lot of like Aries courage type of energy, very Mars type of energy. I feel like you guys are go-getters. You have a natural talent of actually being able to be quite fearless when you need to be. So there might be times where you guys are very sensitive with this Knight of Cups, like psychic energy that we have over here, but you guys also have this like major courage about you, this Ram type of Aries sort of Mars energy where if you guys have to do something, you are so there. You create very solid, sturdy foundations for yourselves that you rarely find yourself in situations of feeling fear or feeling too scared to do something. I feel like you guys are really good at just jumping into things and being able to do them fearlessly with a lot of courage. And you guys just trust yourselves so much. And you guys know that you have what it takes to do whatever you set out to do. And you're really good at keeping your emotions in check. You're really good at figuring out your emotions. And you're also really tapped into your emotions. I feel like you have this like really great ability to be very like masculine, because this is the Mars type of energy is very masculine. And it's very like warrior. I got this. I'm going to do this. I'm fearless. Even though you also have this emotional side. You're also tapped into your emotions. You're also very psychic. You can feel into things while also being like unstoppable. There's this unstoppable energy about you. The next two cards that we have over here is confidence and safe home. So with these two cards, confidence is again very Aries, very Mars type of energy, and then safe home. Again, I was kind of saying that you guys have this like very like solid foundation type of energy, this very like Cancerian, like you make people feel secure type of vibe. And so the fact that we have these two cards coming up, they tie into this reading so well. Again, you make people feel very comforted. You make people feel very at home. It's very connected to Four of Wands, Moon, safe home. There's this beautiful like safe foundation. I also feel like you guys are very good at like when you walk into a room, people all of a sudden feel like, oh, they're here. I feel really good. And I feel like it's because you also do have maybe a past life in being a warrior. And maybe this is why you make people feel so secure, is because you have this very like past life of being a warrior. You have this like almost, I'm getting Mulan images in my head. And I think it's because this card almost looks like Mulan when she's like sitting in that one temple by her home. And she is like becoming Mulan and gaining that confidence and just being like, I am going to do this. I have the courage. I'm just going to go out there. I'm going to fight. I know I'm a woman, but I'm going to do it. And it's kind of like one of those movies that really shows like, you know, women do have all this capability, even though whether you guys are a woman or a man watching this, it doesn't matter. It's just like kind of the example that's coming in my mind right now is that you guys do have this emotional, sensitive side, but you guys are also so much, you embody this like warrior type of energy that just makes people feel so safe, and they just know that they're safe and secure around you because you just have this courage and you have this confidence and you have this like energy behind you that's able to really conquer and do things when they set their mind on it. So I also feel like when you set your eyes on something, you are so able to accomplish it. So you have this natural talent, whether you guys realize it or not. If you guys have any goal in life that you want to get done and you're wanting to do, trust me, you have everything it takes to do it. You have everything it takes to do it. You have this Aries, like, I'm going to jump in and I'm going to figure it out. And even though I haven't thought the plan all the way through, I just know I'm going to get through it no matter what obstacles that come my way. So you guys have a natural talent of just being able to jump into things and complete them. Our last three cards that we have over here, we have the Eagle, then we have the Ancient Ones, and then we have the Crow. Okay, so two birds, that's very cool. So Eagle, first off, this is exactly what I was just saying about setting your eyes on something and being able to go for it. So you're very good at picking out things in the crowd. Also, eagles, they have this like crazy vision where they can be soaring so high up in the sky and they can see something as small as like an insect or like a mouse that's crawling in the canyon, and they just see it immediately even though they're so far away. So like that eagle vision, you guys, you have that like eagle vision. You're able to really see things. You're able to pick something out of the crowd, like I was saying. So even if you're in a room full of people and there's some like fishy stuff going on, you're really good at just picking up on it right away and seeing it, even though other people might have not even sensed it whatsoever. You're really good at seeing through people's actions, and you're also really good at, like, say you're in a massive crowd, you're very good at observing everything that's going on around you and not be distracted by it. You're very good at just holding your own vision, and yeah, pinpoint vision. You're very good at also not being distracted. When you want something, you're so good at going and getting it. So for example, if you see something that you want to achieve, you are so good at then being like, that's it, my focus is going there and I'm just gonna do it, bam. Then we also do have the ancient ones over here. So again, you guys, I think you are an ancient soul who's probably been on earth for quite some time. I feel like you have a more earthly energy about you rather than like a Syrian or a Pleiadian kind of energy. I do feel like you're more connected to the earth and like the earthly beings. So one of your natural talents is to be very earthly, and earth does have this sort of Mars type of like Aries sort of like energy to it. And so I do feel like you guys are very connected to that. I also feel like you guys have natural talents that you guys have had for many, many, many lifetimes when we have this card coming up as well. And then we also do have the Crow. So 2 flying cards. You guys are also very good at soaring above things, soaring above problems, not getting so turmoiled into a problem. You're very good at observing it from the outside and just being like, okay, that's what it is. I'm just going to come in when I need to be. I'm going to pinpoint my eyes about where I need to be, when I need to be there. So the Crow kind of has that energy as well. The Crow is also known for being also quite psychic. They also listen to signs, so I feel like you guys are also very good at picking up on signs, seeing different synchronicities happening around you. And the Crow also signifies like transformation. Also, it's reminding me of Jon Snow, the Crow. So you guys also have this very, again, warrior type of energy, but you're also very emotionally sensitive, which makes you a very strong warrior because you're able to really feel into things and observe things rather than just act based on impulse, because that usually creates a lot of imbalance, and we tend to make a lot of wrong choices when we do that. But you guys are very good at balancing out the intuitive side with the action side. I feel like you guys are very good at balancing that out. And so again, kind of reminds me of Jon Snow. Ends up being the best warrior that there is because he's very good at listening to his intuition and feeling his emotions. He's very sensitive. He's a very, very sensitive person. But then he also has this great warrior ability, this great, like, people feel secure around him, people feel safe around him. So I'm also getting that sort of vibe. And you're also very good at transforming. The Crow, it's a transformative type of energy. So I feel like you guys are very like natural alchemists. You're able to transmute a lot of energy. So if someone comes to you feeling a certain way, you're very good at helping them turn their day around. You're very good at cheering people up. And you're also very good at leaving things to rest when they need to be at rest. For example, like, if there's a big problem that happens, you're very good at forgiving and getting over it and transmuting that energy and just letting it go. You're very good at that as well. So that is what I see for you guys. Pile number 2. Hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up for me. Hit that subscribe button down below if you have not already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. All right, so pile number 3, if you guys chose this pile, this is going to be a reading all about your natural talents and gifts that are hidden that you might not even know about. So let's hop right into it, starting now. All right, so pile number 3, this is what we have for you guys. We start off over here with the Hierophant, then we have the Emperor, and then we have the Queen of Crystals, which is the Pentacles, and then we also have the Six of Wands. All of these cards are upside down here, but the only thing that this means is that these talents are definitely hidden. They haven't been awakened quite yet. So we're going to get into what all of them signify, what your secret talents are, but again, I don't want you guys to worry about them all being upside down. This just means that they have not been awakened yet. So pile 1 had kind of the same thing going on, and pile 2 had like a half and half. So for you guys, it is the same case as pile number 1, where they're upside down, just meaning that they haven't been fully awakened. And even if there's certain things that I'm saying in here that you're listening to and they feel like they have already happened for you, it just means that there's still so much more to uncover and to unfold and to deepen and create more depth in those talents. So we're going to get into what this signifies. So first off, I do want to mention that we have the Hierophant over here as our first card. So when we have the Hierophant, this is like you guys are you have a very spiritual side. You're very good at tapping into the more spiritual realms. You're very good at tapping into the other states of consciousness, because the Hierophant, usually he's wearing a 3-tier crown, and that just means that he's connected heart or mind, body, and soul. And so the Hierophant for you guys, if it's upside down, this is just you haven't fully unlocked that ability, but you guys do have a natural talent of being able to really marry the mind, body, and soul together. And when we do this, we create like an ultimate vessel of manifestation. When we have one that's kind of imbalanced, manifestation ends up being a lot harder and we cannot get it underway and under wraps as good. But I do feel like you guys have this like natural light worker ability, as we can see in this Hierophant card. Like, she just seems like a light worker over here. She's just like holding this big ball of light, and I feel like that's very prominent for you guys as being a light worker. So I do see that for you guys. And then we do also have the Emperor. So I feel like you guys are big achievers. A natural talent for you guys is to be able to accomplish quite a lot in this lifetime. I feel like you guys have not quite unlocked that ability yet. Again, it is upside down, but you do have this great ability to manifest very, very, very well. And if you guys do unlock this more spiritual aspect of yourself and, you know, aligning the heart, or I keep saying heart, the mind, body, and soul together, you guys will be able to manifest very big things and accomplish quite a lot. But I also feel like you guys have this this aspect where you guys want everyone to feel equal to you. So you're also very humble. Even if you did accomplish a lot, I feel like you're somebody who would stay quite humble and you wouldn't get necessarily power hungry. I know some people do get like that, but when the Emperor is upside down with the Hierophant next to it, I do feel like you guys are a little bit more conscious, and you guys would rather be, you know, you want everyone to feel equal. You want everyone to feel the same. The Queen of Crystals also being reversed, I do feel like you guys have this aspect of, I'm almost getting this nature vibe for some reason, and so I do feel like you guys have this great ability to connect with nature, and you guys have this natural talent of connecting with nature, especially animals. Ooh, I got animals like right away in my head. You guys can be big accomplishers this lifetime. I feel like you guys can actually accomplish a lot of material things. Whether you guys want to or not, that's going to be up to you, but you do have that talent if you do want to. You can attract lots of wealth in this lifetime. But I do feel like there's a big aspect of you that's very sensitive to animals, creatures, the life that's on this planet. And so I feel like one of your divine purposes is very tied to your humanitarian side and really caring about the life that's on this planet. I do feel like you guys have a very big purpose with that. So definitely keep that in mind. I'm definitely getting those vibes for those of you that chose this pile. So pile number 3, you guys definitely have this great natural talent for feeling into the environment and really caring for the environment. Oh, and I didn't even notice that the Emperor is like a little lion cub over here, and then we have like a tiger over here. Oh my gosh, didn't even notice that at first. So yeah, your connection with animals, very strong. And then also the 6 of Wands, this also signifies great accomplishment. And so one of your natural talents, I do feel like you guys are supposed to actually you're supposed to accomplish quite a lot, but whether you guys actually want to or desire to do that or not, that's going to be really up to you, but you do have a natural talent for that. But there is like this great humbleness about you that I really sense. I also feel like you guys might be going through a period in your life where you might have like a lack of self-worth or a lack of purpose in some sort of way, and you do have like this great humbleness about you, and so you might actually be stopping yourself from achieving some pretty big things this lifetime. But I do feel like you guys do have this ability to achieve quite a lot. I also feel like you guys are natural entrepreneurs, so you do have a talent for really thinking of good business ideas, ones that people are actually going to be very interested in, one that the public is going to be very interested in, ones that are also very successful. You have a natural like sense of how to handle your money, especially if you guys open a business. So before that, you guys might not be handling finances too well, but I do feel like if you guys started to do something that you're passionate about and creating a business based on that, I do feel like you guys would have this kind of natural talent that came up with handling money, handling finances. The Emperor is also kind of telling me that. So I feel like you guys haven't fully tapped into this yet. Even if you've slightly tapped into this already, I feel like there's still so much more potential there to be unlocked, and the fact that you are supposed to be quite successful. So you're supposed to have quite a successful business this lifetime, doing something that makes you feel very purposeful and doing something that it helps the collective so much that it's going to end up being more successful than you could even imagine, especially with the 6 of Wands as well. Like, all of this stuff is saying that there's this huge success that's happening for you guys. I do feel like there's slightly a bit more learning that needs to be had when we have that Hierophant there, but you guys, your natural talent is like manifestation comes easy for you guys. So if you guys have been struggling with it, let go of trying so hard. This is something that's natural for you guys. This is something that is so natural for you guys who picked pile number 3. You guys are natural manifestors. Oh my goodness. So our next few cards that we have over here is the 11th house, Jupiter, Aquarius. So 11th house, this is ruled by Aquarius, and we have the Aquarius card. That's very interesting. So this deals with the world, humanitarian things, and I was kind of picking up on that humanitarian energy. And so one of your natural talents, you do very much connect to other people, you very much connect to nature, animals, you connect to this planet a lot. So one of your natural talents is to kind of get along with everybody. One of your natural talents is to make friends, make partnerships, long-lasting partnerships. That's going to be a very big talent that you guys have, whether you guys have unlocked that yet or not. And then with Jupiter return benefits, you guys are master manifestors. Jupiter is the planet of expansion. So if there's ever an idea that you have that you set foot out on, you have this like natural sense of, oh, if I just do this, it'll help me expand this area. If I just market it in this way, like you have this natural eye for marketing. You have a natural eye for what looks good with aesthetic. You have this natural eye for, yeah, definitely aesthetic, like material items. I feel like you guys have a natural keen eye for seeing things that just have a balance to them. And you're like, ooh, this definitely belongs over there because that's where it's going to look good. That's where it's going to look best. And you're really good at expanding things. You're really good at that. So man, if somebody gives you guys $5, you could turn it into 500 in like a month, I swear, like, or even 5,000 or more, and then exponentially after that. So whether you guys realize it or not, I feel like there's going to be a few of you guys commenting down below watching this and saying like, I'm not good with my money. What are you talking about? I just lose it as soon as I get it. Just wait, you guys. You have a natural talent for this that you haven't even realized yet. So yeah, definitely keep it in mind. If you guys have an idea for a business, I think the reason why, if you guys are someone who's listening to this reading and you're saying like, oh my gosh, my money is just in and out of my pocket constantly. I don't have a talent for money. It's because you guys haven't connected it to your purpose. I feel like if you guys connect it to your divine purpose and to something that you're really passionate about, it's going to just flow. The money's just going to flow. The manifestations is just going to, it's like you dream of something, you write something down, and immediately it just happens for you guys like the next day. And then Aquarius, I know it's very similar to the 11th house because the 11th house is ruled by Aquarius. So with this card, again, there's this very like humanitarian vibe. I feel like you guys are very good at seeing what people need. You're very good at seeing like how to market things and show, and how to give somebody, how to almost invent a business where people are like, oh, that's what I needed in my life. That's what I've wanted in my life. How did you know that's the thing I didn't even know I needed, but now I have it. So I feel like you guys have a natural eye for these things. You're almost like an inventor. You see things, you feel things. I also get the vibe from Aquarius because it is ruled by the planet Uranus and it's very unpredictable. You guys are almost aliens, and so you almost feel like you don't really belong on this planet. You're also very different from people. You have a style that's totally different from people, and you also think of ideas that people are looking at you like, wait, what? What did you just say? So I feel like you get ideas that people are quite shocked by, but they're very like pioneer-esque ideas, very original ideas, things that, you know, nobody else has really thought of before. And so I feel like you're really good and you have a very keen eye on looking at something and being like, oh, this just gave me a whole idea for something completely brand new that the world hasn't even seen yet. So yeah, I feel like you guys have that very, very strong presence about you in terms of coming up with these ideas that nobody else thinks of. The next two cards that we have over here is Boundaries and then Angels. All right, so with this Boundaries card, I feel like you guys, again, this is reminding me of business. This reminding me of material things, because boundaries, the only things that have boundaries on them are physical, material things. And so with this Boundaries card, I feel like you guys are very good at pushing the envelope. You have a natural talent of seeing where these boundaries are and being like, I'm just going to get over that myself. I feel like you guys are almost kind of rule breakers. You might also be indigo children. And so I do see that, whenever you guys kind of sense that there might be a boundary somewhere or something that's limiting you, I feel like you really like to challenge it. You really like to push that envelope. And so even if you guys are really into working out or eating really healthy, I feel like you guys are like, how can I take this a step further? Or even if it's something to deal with business or something like an idea that you have, you're the one that sits there going, okay, but how do I take it a step further? You have a natural keen sense for that. You have a natural feeling towards like, okay, how do I get over this? How do we push that boundary? How do we expand ourselves? And again, Jupiter deals with expansion. Jupiter is the card of expansion. I almost forgot to even talk about this card. I just realized. So with this Boundaries, Jupiter doesn't like boundaries. Jupiter is one that breaks free of Saturn, and Aquarius is ruled by the planet of Saturn. So it actually does deal with boundaries, although it's the sign that kind of takes Saturn, and it's like, okay, well, the boundaries aren't necessarily actually there, and we could technically read between the lines and find a loophole. Aquarius is like the master at finding loopholes. And so Jupiter is like, okay, I want to expand. You guys have this very expansive energy about you. And so when you see a boundary, you're like, okay, that boundary doesn't actually exist. There's probably another boundary after that. So let's reach to the other one. Let's figure out how do we get over this and grow ourselves to expand out of it. And then we have the Angels card. I do feel like you guys, you're almost like an angel on this earth. I feel like people see you as an angel, especially if you start really connecting to your divine purpose and you start coming up with these ideas and pioneering these ideas that nobody's even thought of before, because you guys are natural. And your natural talent is to think of things that nobody's thought of before. And you're known as like an earth angel because of that, because you bring in something that no one else has seen here before. Nobody else has had this on this planet before. The next two cards that we have over here is courage and creativity. So we have master number 33 again. This came up, I believe, just in the last reading. We had master number 33 coming up. So, wow, lots of 33s constantly. Okay, so this courage card, I feel like you guys, you have this natural ability to think of something and just go for it. So it probably comes along with your pioneering ability, but then you also have this like greatness about you where you're just able to execute it. You're able to, again, like you have that courage to just break free from these boundaries. And then your creativity, again, you guys are highly creative. Oh my goodness. You get ideas just out the wahoo. Like, oh my gosh. I feel like you guys, you're so creative and you think of things that nobody else has done before, but you might be kind of stumped on, like you might have these boundaries of, okay, well, how do I do this? Because of the fact that nobody else has done it before, you're going to face a lot of boundaries. You're going to face a lot of things that you need to think about, okay, how do I actually execute this? Because nobody else has done this before and it looks like we have some certain limitations. And so you have to use that creative mind to figure out how to make your way through regardless. Our last three cards that we have here for today is the Blade, Earth, and the Smoky Mirror. So with the Blade being the first card that's coming up, you're very good at cutting the BS out of your life. You're really good at seeing what does and does not belong, and you're really good at just being like, okay, nope, that doesn't serve me anymore. Done, moving on. You're very good at doing that. So that is one thing that, also the Blade deals with the air signs, and so I also want to say you guys are very good at thinking. Again, Aquarius is an air sign. There's a lot of air kind of stuff going on over here, as well as a lot of earth stuff. So there is this ability for you guys to be able to communicate very well, and think very well, and understand very well. Then we also do have the earth. So earth, you guys might be an earth sign, honestly, or an air sign. We have lots of earth and air again coming up. So this card also deals with, again, our material things. You guys are master manifestors, especially in the material world. So if you guys ever want something more material, very good at getting it. And I also feel like you guys are here. A lot of the piles so far are star seeds, and the Hierophant tells me that you guys are a star seed as well, here to bring in more light to this world. So that's like your soul's purpose. That's like one of your hidden talents, is that, you know, you're just born with that ability to be able to be a light worker, a light bringer. So yeah, master manifestor over here. My goodness, who's going to achieve their dreams this lifetime? You guys are. The Smoky Mirror, to end us off. There is this natural, like, very spiritual side of you that I'm getting once again in this reading and in this pile. I feel like you guys are very good at reflecting, and through reflection, this is, I feel like, where you get your bravest ideas. You're also very good at seeing through the fog and having trust regardless, and so sometimes, you know, where certain people stop, that's where you begin. And so where certain people say, oh, I can't go no more, this is unknown territory for me, this is a scary road, I don't know if my dreams and accomplishments are gonna even happen, that's where you guys begin. You're like, okay, I'm gonna go there. I have no fear of conquering my dreams, of having that courage, conquering that reality. So the smoky mirror is like, you know, you're looking into, when we look into a smoky mirror, it's like clouded. Our vision's clouded. A lot of people would be scared not being able to fully see the road ahead of them, or not being able to fully see themselves. You guys take courage in that. You guys have a natural ability to say, you know what, I'm excited to see what's on the other side, so I'm just gonna keep walking. I don't know what's on the other side, but I am super curious. You guys are like the curious cat, essentially. And you guys are you like to step where nobody else has stepped before. You like to make your own unique footprints in the sand that hasn't even been walked on before. So that is what I see for you guys. Pile number 3, those are your natural hidden talents that you guys didn't know about. Hopefully you guys know about them now and can utilize that for your benefit. So thank you guys so much for watching pile number 3. Hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up for me. Hit that subscribe button down below if you have not already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye! All right, pile number 4. If you guys chose this pile, this is going to be your reading all about your natural hidden talents and gifts that you don't know about. So let's hop right into it. All right, so pile number 4, this is what we have for you guys. We start off over here with the Queen of Cups being reversed, then we have the 3 of Crystals or Pentacles being reversed, then we have the Tower reversed, and then we have the 7 of Cups right up. So I do want to quickly point out that I've pointed out in most of the piles so far. It is so funny. I asked Spirit today when I was, picking out all these cards for the reading, and of course I don't see the cards before I pick them as they're like upside down, and I make the piles that way. So I asked the tarot cards in Spirit to show me natural hidden talents that you guys have, like the hidden ones that you guys don't know about. And the fact that we have mostly reversed cards in like every pile so far, the majority of the cards have been reversed, this literally means that these are hidden talents that haven't really been awoken yet. So really fun coincidence that, Spirit really comes through. If you ask Spirit a question, it comes through with the answer in the exact way that it's supposed to be said. So I really find that funny. It's a great coincidence. So for you guys, pile number 4, your natural hidden talents that you guys don't realize that you've had yet, I do want to point out that even if I'm saying some things here that it seems like you guys have awakened some of these talents, you guys probably have tapped into some of them because, again, they are talents, but they have not been realized to their full potential yet, and that's why they're upside down, is because there's still so much more to explore and unlock in these talents. And some of the things I might say, maybe you guys are listening to it and you're like, I had no idea that I had that. I don't even know what that is. Maybe it doesn't even resonate with you yet. Again, it's because it's an or locked away talent that hasn't been unlocked quite yet. So with the Queen of Cups being reversed over here, you guys, cups deal with natural psychic senses. So you guys do have a very strong 6th sense. The fact that it's upside down, I feel like most of you guys who chose this pile, you haven't fully tapped into that yet. And even if you do feel like you are quite psychic, there is so much more potential here that can be unlocked. So psychic senses can be unlocked to the point where, you feel things so right away, and they come so strongly. You can communicate with spirits, you can communicate with, telepathy with other psychics and stuff like that. So fun things to be unlocked for you guys. The 3 of Crystals over here being reversed, this I'm almost getting that you're very good at tapping into spirit guides. I also feel like animal guides. I feel like you guys have a lot of animal guides around you. And so one of your natural hidden talents is, I feel like you can naturally pick up on messages from like the 4th dimension, from the other side. So that's like a really cool kind of aspect that I feel like you guys have. I also feel like you guys are someone who is so adaptable in their talents. You are somebody who, if somebody gives you a task, you are such a quick learner. You can learn things so fast. And I feel like it's because you guys have lived a lot of lives where you've done a lot of different things. There's some spirits and people who tend to come back into sort of the same talents and the same life because they're really trying to, master that one thing. But then there's some souls that are like, ooh, this life I'm going to do this. This life I'm going to do this. And this life I'm going to do this. So you end up kind of having like a really wide range of talents. It's kind of like being a jack of all trades, but maybe a master of none. So I don't want to say that you guys haven't mastered anything, because you very well might have, and you very much have that ability to do that. But you guys have this natural ability to really be a jack of all trades. It's not to say that you guys aren't masters. I really believe that you could be a jack of all trades and a masters of all of them. But that's just, again, like, I think it's a limiting belief to feel like you can't master them. But I feel like you guys can master them, but it just kind of reminded me of that saying, essentially, is that you guys do have this ability to naturally learn whatever you put your mind to. There's some people who, they have natural talent in dancing, but then they can't sing, and they can't sing for the life of them no matter how hard they try. I do believe anyone can unlock any ability, but the natural talent that some people are born with can vary. And so the natural talent that you're born with is anything that you put your mind to, you can become quite good at, quite good at. So great opportunities can be opened up because of that. The Seven of Cups also lets me know, as well as the Three of Crystals over here, that again, you guys have a ton of natural talents. I do feel like there's a lot more for you guys to realize, and to realize that you're actually really talented at everything, and that you can be talented at everything. There might be currently some things that you guys are thinking of and that you're like, I don't have a talent for this thing though, and not for that thing. Trust me, go out and try it. Give yourself a week to go try it and you'll be quite good at it. Seven of Cups lets me know that you're already quite talented. Ooh, that was a fast car outside. You guys are quite talented in a lot of things already. You guys almost have like a lot of tricks up your sleeve, a lot of talents up your sleeve, a lot of accomplishments that you guys have probably already done. So that is a really cool thing about you guys. And we also do have the Tower being reversed. So you guys might be a little bit of a rebel as well when we have this card. So you might be somebody who likes to go off and do your own thing, no matter what the status quo says, or no matter what society says, or what your family says. So one of your talents is to be entirely unique. So that is also another thing for you guys. The next three cards that we have over here, we have, the Grand Trine of Blessings. So in astrology, you guys are blessed, again, with a lot of talents. So this card is also letting me know, as well as the Seven of Cups and the Three of Crystals, that, again, you guys have been blessed with kind of like a lot of talent in this lifetime. So you guys are almost the type of people, the type of spirits that came here without like such a set destiny or such a set mission. I feel like you guys were specifically born here to just explore, to have fun, to do whatever you want. And your destiny can be whatever you make of it. Again, I believe that everyone can make whatever they want of their destiny, but some of us have these soul contracts that when we were born here, we decided that we are going to do certain things and da-da-da-da-da. Your spirit, your soul, I feel like has this plan to just enjoy themselves, to just experience. You guys do have purpose. I feel like you guys will have purpose, but your purpose is more flexible than most people. I feel like you could change your purpose at any moment and still end up fulfilling it by the end of your lifetime, because you could change it up as many times as you want. Your purpose is literally just to experience here. So very open. Then we also have the third house over here of messages. This is ruled by Gemini. So Gemini, the twins, you guys are, again, very multi-talented. You guys can multitask. You guys have two, it's almost like you're two humans in one, or maybe even five humans in one, because you're able to do this, you're able to do that, you're able to do that, you're able to accomplish so much. And the fun thing about that is you guys can really explore and really decide what you want to do because of that, because you guys have this natural like ability to just do whatever and learn it very quickly. This is also about learning and doing things very quickly. Communication. Gemini is really good at, thinking, learning, and then grows into being a teacher later on because of that. But you guys are here to really learn, I really feel like, because of that Gemini. So your natural talents and abilities is to learn things really quickly. And I feel like that's part of your purpose, is to just learn as much as you want and have as much fun as you want. Ooh, and then we also have Jupiter of Abundance. So I love Jupiter. It's probably one of my favorite planets. This is all about expansion and growth. It is ruled by Sagittarius and also by Pisces, but it just reminds me a lot of that Sagittarian energy. It's very philosophical. And so I feel like you guys are here to just learn and explore and enjoy doing that, and to kind of just experience and expand and enjoy the abundance. I feel like you guys will be ultimately taken care of in your lifetime. No matter what you guys decide to do, it's almost like abundance will just kind of naturally follow you. So it's a natural talent that you guys have, that abundance just kind of follows you wherever you go. And so this card is just really reminding me of that. You're just really here to experience. And so when you kind of planned out your lifetime on the other side as a spirit, because what we do on the other side is kind of decide what family we want to be born in, the general types of experiences that we might want to go through, to just kind of have a blueprint. But of course, we do have free will. We can change these things at any moment. But for you guys, I do feel like you were that spirit on the other side that's like, they're all choosing like specific things to do this, to do that. I just kind of want to have fun. So I'm going to be born into a family where I kind of get raised in a certain way, where it just feels like I don't really have to worry about too much. It's not to say that you guys haven't been through a lot. You guys probably still have been through a lot, no matter what sort of family you got born into. But somehow I feel like abundance just kind of finds you. And even when you do have certain worries, it kind of like you're taken care of, essentially. And it just feels like the universe is taking care of you, and that, you know, you just have like an angel on your shoulder, and essentially that you guys do, because you're just really here in this lifetime to experience rather than really fulfill some big thing that you've like blueprinted for yourself. It's just really open. Then the next two cards that we have over here, we have communication, which is so connected to Gemini, and then we also have insight. So with these two cards, very philosophical with this insight over here. You guys might be very interested in just learning again, gaining knowledge, kind of just having fun, just exploring and learning new things and experiencing new cultures. You guys also might be really attracted to traveling, because Gemini and Sagittarius, Jupiter, it's kind of about travel. It can be quick travel, it can be long travel, it can be all the types of travel. It's just very interested in experiencing other cultures and different things and expanding its knowledge and awareness. So you guys have this natural talent for that. You guys have this natural gift to pick up on a lot of knowledge, and, you know, communication over here with Gemini, you guys are naturally really good communicators. And with this insight over here, you're really good at picking up on a lot, even from the most subtle things. I feel like one thing that you're gonna learn as you get older is that even the smallest of conversations, when you're like sitting on an airplane and you just, you know, ask a little bit about the person next to you, I feel like is gonna provide so much impact on your life, and you just really enjoy getting that insight, and you can really see and you gain a lot of knowledge from even the smallest of places. And so that's another one of your gifts, is like reading a book that might have nothing to do with teaching you something, and you can still pick up on like deeper insights from it. So it's one of your talents, is to really like see the deepness in everything, see the gifts in everything in this world, and see the depth behind every little thing. The next two cards that we have over here is Divine Guidance and Justice. So with this Divine Guidance card, where should I put these cards? I'm just going to put them on the side over here. Divine Guidance and Justice. So with these cards, with this Divine Guidance, I really feel like, again, I feel like you guys have definitely a bit of this psychic ability where you're able to really communicate with like other spirits, or at least also with this Divine Guidance, I also feel like you're very open to where you're being guided to. So we all do have spirit guides that help guide us on our life and help us keep ourselves on track to what our blueprint was. I also feel like you guys are kind of just like having fun. You kind of enjoy wherever the cart takes you. It's almost like when you're, you know, when you're in your, when you're with your friends and you're in the grocery store and one of you like hops in the cart and then the other one of you like pushes each other around and stuff like that. I feel like you're the one that's sitting in the cart and you're just like, just take me wherever. Let's just have fun. Like, we can pick up whatever groceries that you want. We don't need to go down any certain aisles. Just have fun. Let's just have fun. You know, you're that type of person, where as your spirit guides are like the person that's pushing you, and they're like, okay, let's just go have fun. Woo! I get that vibe and I get that sense for you guys. Then over here with Justice. So this is like, you're really good at balancing, you're really good at finding the balance in things. You're also really good at problem solving. I also feel like because you're going to learn so much knowledge in your lifetime, just because you're going to end up being this jack of all trades, this is like, you're really good at problem solving. You're really good at balancing things out and finding balance in your life, because you're very good at like, you've done everything. And so you're one of those people that can be independent. And it also reminds me of like a few of the women that I know that they tend to be like women that do everything for themselves. They're women that like don't need no man. No woman needs a man, but it just reminds me of this sort of feeling of, you know, you've done everything. You're a woman who's like, oh, I need to change the pipe in my sink. Okay, I'm just gonna YouTube how to do that. I'm gonna do it myself. And then like your next door neighbor, who's a guy, might come over. Like, this is just an example that I'm just pulling out the side of my ear right now. But it's like, they come walking by and they're like, what are you doing? What's going on? Or it's like when Megan Fox in the first Transformers is like all of a sudden fixing the guy's car for him, and he's like, wait a minute, what? What? So it's kind of reminded me of that sort of thing, where you guys kind of know everything and you're able to really balance out your life. I apologize for the siren happening right now, by the way. Yeah, I definitely apologize for the sirens. That is something that will no longer be in any video. This is actually my last video that I'm filming at my current house. I'm moving to a new place where it will be pure silence in all of my videos there on after. So this is my last video that is ever going to have sirens in it, hopefully. So Yeah, great news. Anyway, this Justice card, you're very good at balancing things out because of your wide range of talents and your wide range of being able to learn so many different things. And so our last 3 cards, we have Pachamama, then we have the lower world, and then we have the journey. So where do I put these cards? I'm gonna put them kind of like over here like this. All right, so Pachamama, this is giving me the vibe that you guys are really good at change. Jupiter is also like a planet that's really good at change and rules a lot of change and expansion. So I feel like you guys are very adaptable. If change does come your way, you're very good at just like being like, okay, I can let go of that. I can move somewhere else. I have to move across the world. Okay, that's fine. I will figure out how to do it. So you also have a natural talent of just being able to go with the flow. And so you guys are very flowy. And I feel like that's why you guys are also, you know, able to come across so many different talents, is because you guys don't put yourselves in a niche. You're very adaptable to different things. Then we also do have the lower world. This is telling me that you guys have like a lot of hidden talents. Oh my gosh, I'm almost getting like there's this magical world in your soul that you have yet to unlock. Even just looking at this card, I really want to zoom the camera in on this right now. This is almost reminding me of like, gosh, like a secret underworld a cave that is yet to be explored. And I feel like this is your soul, and there's so much here for you guys to really unlock. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps while I'm talking about this. Yeah, I really see like you guys have like so many different like beautiful things about yourself that you have yet to really explore and yet to unlock. I'm just getting really good vibes from this card. Honestly, it's like, if you guys explore yourselves deeper, yeah, I'm getting this message. If you guys explore yourselves deeper, you're going to realize so many hidden talents. It's almost like, you know, you're up on the surface of the world, exploring everything that you've kind of seen before. It's a very familiar world. And then you notice like this cave entrance and you're like, oh, I wonder what's down there. And you go down there and all of a sudden there's this beautiful oasis with these floating like fairies and like beautiful crystals and waterfalls and just this gorgeous oasis almost. I feel like that's what's waiting in the depths of who you really are, that's left for you to discover. So, getting all these beautiful feelings. I love it. Oh my gosh. Getting goosebumps just thinking about it. And then the journey over here. Your life is about the journey. Again, this reminds me of Sagittarius and Jupiter again so much. And so I really feel like you guys are blessed this lifetime in order to just have a beautiful journey, learn more about yourself, unravel those beautiful hidden talents that are underneath and go on that journey, explore. I think you have a natural ability to explore and adapt and go along with the change of life, and then just, learn so many different things. And I feel like you guys are going to experience so much and realize that you are so multifaceted. Wow, it's just beautiful. So that's what I'm really getting for you guys. Pile number 4. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. That is all that we have for you guys today. Give me a big thumbs up if you guys have enjoyed today's video. Leave me a comment down below what you guys think of today's reading. I'm also very curious your guys' thoughts. I love hearing what you guys have as feedback. So definitely leave me a comment down below. Hit that subscribe button if you have not already. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. All right, my last pile number 5. If you guys chose this one, this is going to be your reading all about your natural hidden talents and gifts. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. All right, so pile number 5, this is what we have for you guys. We have the 4 of Swords over here being reversed, then we have the 3 of Cups upright, then we have the 7 of Wands being upright, and then we have Temperance being reversed. And so what I've said in every single pile so far, because it's such a coincidence that we're talking about what your hidden natural gifts and talents are, but the ones that are hidden. And all of the cards so far, all of the decks, all of the piles have had a ton of reversals in them. And reversals in this circumstance, in this sort of question, mean that these are things that are still hidden and yet to be unlocked. And so when we have reversals here, I don't want you guys to be looking at them being like, oh no, like this is like a bad talent or something. No, it's just a talent that is yet to be unlocked still. And so there's a lot that is yet to be further discovered. And again, the whole question behind this topic was your hidden talents. And so I do want to mention that the reversed ones kind of just indicate the fact that they're still kind of unknown. They haven't been fully discovered yet. And even if there's certain things that I'm saying in today's reading that you feel like you fully discovered, you haven't discovered it to the depths of the full ability of it, where it can actually go, the full depth of it. So yes, just wanted to point that out before hopping into the reading. Then there's going to be certain things that I might be saying that you guys are like, wait a minute, what? Didn't even know I had that ability. And then you guys will know about it and it'll be great. So let's hop right into all of what this means. So first off, the Four of Swords. When the Four of Swords is reversed, this indicates that you guys are actually naturally very energetic people, highly creative, highly like extroverted. You're supposed to be out there. And even if some of you guys are watching this that are very introverted, you're going to notice as you get older, you're going to have more of a desire to be very social, to be very creative, to be very out and about, to be doing things that are active, to be, you know, really busy. I feel like you guys have a natural talent of also taking on a lot at once and being very busy. Temperance also, when it's reversed, can indicate that you have a natural talent of being very busy and doing a lot of things. So that is one of your guys' major natural talents. You guys are also natural born leaders. When you have the Seven of Wands, this is definitely like you guys are very good at leading. You guys are also very looked up to. People see you as someone who's like at the top. People see you as somebody who's very wise. They come to you for advice. So one of your natural talents is also just naturally being a leader, naturally being at the forefront, because I feel like you guys just have a confidence about you. You guys have a lot of energy, and this energy is kind of like something that helps guide other people. It helps bring other people together. So I feel like you're naturally somebody who has a lot of ideas as well. You're very naturally highly creative, especially when it's next to Three of Cups. Naturally creative, and again, I feel like you guys work well when you're around other people. You guys work well when you have other people that are helping you or other people that you're working alongside. You're also very good at, you know, listening and incorporating other people. So I feel like you're highly empathic and sensitive towards other people, and you're very good at including other people. Also with the Three of Cups, you naturally know how to enjoy yourself. You know how to please other people. You know what other people enjoy. You're very good at seeing what people enjoy, and it almost makes you really good at planning out like parties, planning out events, because you know how to get a group together, lead it, direct it in order for people to have like a really, really good time. One thing that you might notice in your life is that maybe you even get drawn towards having a career that puts together certain events or puts together certain celebrations. I feel like you're also going to have a lot to celebrate in your lifetime. One of your natural abilities is to just know how to celebrate, how to have a good time, how to really enjoy yourself, how to take care of yourself. I feel like people naturally really, really look up to you as well, and they see you as somebody, again, who is at the top. I'm really just wanting to repeat that because I'm getting that message quite strongly from this pile. I also get from this Temperance card that you guys have this natural ability to change around people's moods. And so when people come to you and they're not really feeling too well, or there's things that need to be bridged, problems that needs to be fixed, a lot of piles had that sort of same thing about problem solving. But the Temperance over here, and the fact that we have Three of Cups, I do feel like you're really good at bridging together certain problems, bridging together certain things, and helping kind of fix and mend things. You're really, really good at mending things. Also, with this Seven of Wands, a lot of people are going to want your energy this lifetime. A lot of people find your energy very intriguing and very enticing, and there's a lot of people that want some of that. The Four of Swords, the fact that it's reversed, tells me that you're somebody who's highly energetic, but you also know how to keep your energy safe. But you're also somebody that you're really good at, again, having fun and really fulfilling yourself, and because you're very self-fulfilled, and that you will be self-fulfilled even if you're not quite yet, but in the future I feel like you're going to be somebody who's very self-fulfilled, and you might already be that way now, but people will want some of that energy. People will naturally be very magnetized towards you and want to be around you, and you might be a natural person that attracts a lot of energy vampires because your energy is so, it's like candy to people. You are a very fun person to be around, and people feel that, so you naturally have this ability, this natural talent for people to have a lot of fun around you because you're just a very fun person. You know how to enjoy yourself, and people love that about you. You know how to have a good time, and you know how to make any moment a good time. And I feel like you just have this freeing, beautiful energy to be around that people just, wow, they crave it. And so one thing that you'll notice with the Seven of Wands is that, again, you know, one of your natural talents is that your energy is so great. It's a great energy to be around. And again, a lot of people are going to be wanting to be around it, but you might attract a lot of energy vampires that want to take some of that energy because they just kind of like feed off of it. And so you might notice that you attract a lot of people like that end up being really draining, or people with a lot of problems because they really, really need that sort of energy. But one thing that they're going to need to learn is how to do that on their own and not steal it from other people. But a lot of us don't even realize that we're doing this, and so ends up just being like a kind of cycle that a lot of us have to deal with in life. And then, yeah, ending on this temperance once again. So this is definitely, I also feel like you guys are very good at alchemizing energy. You're very good at changing other people's days around. When people come to you with certain problems, like these people that just, I don't really want to call them energy vampires, but in a way that they are. A lot of people just aren't aware that they're doing that though. But, you know, they are craving a fix. They are feeling a bit down, a bit sad. I feel like you have this optimism about you that's really great, and you're really good at transmuting other people's energies into something that's very positive. You're really good at seeing the positives in things and uplifting people and making people feel really, really good. The next 3 cards that I have for you guys over here, the first one is Sagittarius, I see, and then we have Scorpio, I transform, and then we have Sun of Spirit. So with this Sagittarius card, we have so much Sagittarian energy in these piles right now. Oh my goodness. But with this Sagittarius card, this is all about expansion. This is about philosophy. You guys are really good at insight. You guys are really good at having a lot of fun energy, a very expansive, enticing, like yummy energy about you that people, again, really want to be a part of. And you're also really good at expanding your energy out to others. You have so much excess energy that it's fine for you to give it towards other people. I do see you guys more of an extrovert than an introvert, maybe even an ambivert, but mostly extroverted. I see like most of you guys watching this are extroverts, maybe a little bit of you guys are ambiverts, but I don't see you guys as introverts. Definitely no introverts over here. So if you guys do think that you're an introvert, go look into ambivert, and I think that one will suit you much better, because I do see a lot more of this extroverted type of energy. But if you're not fully extroverted, again, ambivert. I'm just rambling on that now. Anyway, Sagittarius, I see. Again, you're able to really kind of philosophize, there's a new word, into a lot of different situations. And you can really see and bridge people's problems and help kind of like alchemize their energy in order to seeing positive. Sagittarius tends to be very optimistic. And so I do feel like you guys have a very optimistic sort of outlook in life. Then we have Scorpio, I transform. You're very able to address the dark though. So even though you guys have this optimism, you're very able to feel the dark instead of just like being that optimistic person that's like la da 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 da. You guys aren't like la di da di da, only flowers and roses. You guys are like, I can sense and I can see into all the realms. You can see even into people's dark experiences. You can relate, you can understand it. But with this temperance, all about transformation and alchemizing energy, Scorpio is very like that as well, because it transforms energy. It takes the dark and turns it into light, transmutes it into light. So again, light worker pile. You guys are definitely light workers. I mean, everyone on this planet right now is a light worker, but you guys who chose this pile, definitely, like, it's a very, very prominent thing for you. It's a very awakened thing in you that you guys will at least awaken to at least some point in this lifetime if you guys haven't already. And then we also have the sun spirit. So sun, this is all about your soul. This is all about your spirit. You add the sun to people's life. You are very energizing. Again, the sun, what it does to this world, without the sun, we wouldn't have life. You are like a life giver. You guys really give life to people. You really know how to enjoy yourself. You really know how to give energy to other people. And I think that's why you attract a lot of like energy vampires that might be a little bit more on the darker side in the moment, because you have this energy that just exudes energy. You exude energy. You exude optimism. You exude life for people. People love being around you because of that. You have a very magnetizing energy about you because you're just such a fun person to be around, whether you realize it or not. So one of your natural gifts is to be that way. You also are very connected to your own soul. And so one thing you might realize, and one thing that people really love about you, is that you are very connected to your soul. You're very connected to who you are. And as you age, I feel like you're just going to be one of those people that just knows themselves so deeply and is very unique and is very sure about themselves. You're not somebody that transforms their personality with every new person that you meet. I feel like you might be that way in your younger years, but you will develop more and more into just a very solid person who's just so sure of themselves and is very like connected to their spirit, very connected to who they are. And because of that, you kind of have this balance of spirit, and it's just so strong in you. Oh my gosh, it's almost like you awaken other people. You awaken other people's life in them. You're such a lively person. You know how to live instead of just be and do and just like da da da. I go to work, I come back, I do this, I watch TV, like you guys aren't about that life. You're a free spirit. And you're very connected into, I want to live, I want to experience, I want to feel. You have this natural ability about you, and that's one of your natural talents, is to like really wake up. A lot of people are asleep because they don't even realize that all they're doing in their life and all that their whole life purpose is to wake up, shower, go to work, come home, have dinner, go to sleep, repeat. You guys aren't about that. You guys are very awakened to what our world really is and what reality really is. And you're a very woke human being that sees that there's more to life than just that. And you awaken that in other people. You inspire that in other people. I feel like that's actually kind of like part of your destiny, is to kind of like awaken that in other people. I feel like that's why you have a lot of like life energy, is because yes, you've awoken to that. And so all these people that are kind of like maybe asleep around you see you living life, and it's so fascinating to them because they're like, wait a minute, what? You can do that? You can travel and work at the same time because travel is your work? What? That doesn't make sense. So like you're one of those people that, you know, you really intrigue other people because you've figured out, you crack the code about how to live life. So that is one of the things that I feel like you're going to bring to this world, is that sort of energy. And so, whoo, it's just powerful, you guys. I'm getting goosebumps. I've been getting a lot of goosebumps in these piles lately. I don't know if it's just my AC that's on right now, or if there's like some sort of special energy in today's reading. I don't know, but I'm getting a lot of goosebumps today. So our next two cards that we have over here is transition, and then we have clarity. Ooh. So with this transition card, you help people transition from that sleep state to that awake state. It's like your natural ability, your natural talent is to like, because the fact that you're so awakened, you might not have even realized this yet, but you will at least at some point in your life go through an awakening if you have not already, and you're going to be truly living life. That is going to be one of your natural talents. You're going to help people transition from that sleep state where we're not really aware and we're just kind of like, you know, on autopilot, living life on autopilot. You're going to really help people wake up. And I feel like that's going to be one of your big purposes in this lifetime. And clarity. So you're going to, again, this deals with waking up because you add clarity to people. People feel clear around you and they don't know why. And it's because you're so awakened. You have like this, you're just on a wheel and you're just constantly moving through life rather than, you know, on autopilot, like where we're just repeating the same routine. It's like a broken record player. You're helping people realize that they were on this broken repeat cycle, and you help add clarity into their life. You really, people just crave being around you because they're like, wait a minute, wow, it just changes up their whole world, you know, because we're almost conditioned in society to like live on that like eat, sleep, repeat. You really help people kind of awaken to that mentality and change. The next two cards that we have over here, we have safe travel and we have friendship. So one of your natural talents is that I feel like you move energy so well, and I feel like you move your own energy so well, kind of like what we were talking about, and that's why we have safe travel here. It's very correlated with Sagittarius because Sagittarius is the zodiac sign that rules big travel as well as Gemini, but Sagittarius is one of the main one, to be honest with you. And then we also have friendship over here. So, ooh la la. Lots of green energy over on this side with some orange. I mean, lots of purple as well. I feel like you guys are very balanced chakra-wise, so that's another one of your talents. You're a very balanced person. So friendship over here, I'm going to actually start with that one. So this card, you guys naturally draw friends to you. I feel like people just, you know, when you meet people, they naturally just want to be your friend. And again, it's because you have that, you exude, you're the sun. You know, of course, all the planets want to be around you because the only way to survive is with the sun. The sun has to rise every day. Otherwise, we're all like, blah. And we can all be our own sun. It's not like, I don't want you guys to get egotistical here, being like, I am the sun. You know, you might even be a Leo. But don't get egotistical about that because like everyone can be their own sun, but you're just someone who in this lifetime is naturally going to be very awakened, I think, at a young stage and offer a lot of insight and a lot of that sort of spirit to other people. So I feel like you're going to draw in a lot of friends. You're going to offer them a lot of clarity, and one of your natural talents is again going to be like almost that destiny of helping people kind of awaken to that. And then with this safe travel card, we have master number 22 over here, and this card, I'm definitely getting that you guys might be traveling a lot this lifetime. It's not going to be like one of your natural talents, but it's just like an addition to the fact that you're so moving. Your energy is constantly on the go. So one of your natural talents is that you don't have a lot of stagnant energy. And the more that you grow into your true soul, your true life's mission, I feel like you're going to awaken more of the talent of being constantly energized. The sun, you have unlimited energy. The sun, it doesn't ever stop burning. It doesn't ever fall asleep at night. Yes, it goes like around the planet to like the other side for a little bit, but it doesn't actually fall asleep. It doesn't take a break. Not that you guys are going to be not taking a break in your life, but you have this unlimited access to unlimited energy. And this safe travel makes me feel like you guys are constantly on the go. You guys are constantly moving, and you have the ability to really do that. And this is almost kind of like the ability to kind of have an evergreen business where you guys are kind of like off doing your own thing, but you're still making money even though you're not really working in that moment, because like whatever you're doing is sort of like evergreen. So I'm kind of getting that sort of feeling as well. The last 3 cards that we have over here is the Witness, Upper World, and Water. So yeah, you guys are definitely water benders. Just kidding. If you guys have ever seen Avatar: The Last Airbender, you guys understood that joke. Anyway, the Witness over here, I do feel like you guys really see, you're able to really see that, you know, people haven't really awakened to the new mentality of you don't need to be a broken record player your whole life. You can actually live. And so I feel like you naturally see what's going on in this world, what's wrong with this world, and you're naturally kind of awakened to that, and you have a keen sense of wanting to fix that. So it's one of your natural talents and kind of correlated to your destiny as well. Then we also have Upper World over here. You're very connected to spirit. You're very connected to the divine. I also feel like you guys are Pleiadian when I look at this. So read about Pleiadians. They're very naturally very sensitive people. They're heart chakra people. They want to help people. They came here to be light workers, to help people. So seeing this Upper World, it's very blue. It just reminds me of Pleiadian kind of energy. And Upper World also very connected to spirit, very high vibe. I feel like you guys have a very naturally high vibe energy. All of us naturally, our natural state is like very high vibe, everyone on this planet. But I do feel like you guys have a kind of easier time getting back to that. And then this Water, this is a very adaptable. You guys are very adaptable people. I also want to say that we have this kind of like balance and this essence of 2 of the most like main life source type of things here with Water and Sun. Those are the 2 things that really correlate together to create life. And so I feel like you guys have this like really unlimited energy, unlimited source, and all of us have that naturally in spirit, but you guys somehow really brought this down on earth with you to kind of like really have that as a very main prominent talent for you guys. So that is what I'm seeing for you guys. Let me just make sure that I'm not missing anything here. Water is also very connected to the psychic senses. And so I do feel like there is this part of you where you are very connected, especially to guides. Getting a lot that you're connected to guides over here with this Upper World, spirits, very connected to spirits. So your psychic senses are more along the realms of spirit communication, also multidimensional kind of like travel, stuff like that. You have a very prominent connection to your higher self. I'm also getting that as well. So that is what I'm seeing for you. Pile number 5, I hope this resonated with you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Definitely let me know in the comment box down below. I love seeing your guys' replies and stuff like that. So definitely talk with me down there. Tell me guys' experiences if you guys liked today's reading. Then also don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Give me a big thumbs up if you guys enjoyed this video. Hit that subscribe button down below if you guys want to see more like this, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!